Hello, welcome back to another session of our class. So with this, we are moving to the last portion of our this chapter. So in the last class, we discussed connective tissue. I hope you have read all that things. We discussed in detail the blood, bone, tendon, ligament, cartilage, areolar tissue, adipose tissue, and where we can see that what is the structure or what are the components of their matrix and all we had discussed in detail, right? So today we are going to see, as you have read from the board, it's muscular tissue. Okay, muscular tissue. These tissue consist of elongated cells. Elongated cells, and that cells are known as muscle fibers. Muscle fibers. These muscle fibers are responsible for the movement of our body. Clear? And also the muscular tissue consists of a special protein known as contractile protein. What does that name known as? Contractile protein. And what do they do? Contractile protein are responsible for the contraction and relaxation of our muscles. Clear? Muscle fibers and contractile proteins. Okay. Shall I rub it off? Okay. Fine. Now we are going to divide the muscular tissue into three. That is voluntary muscles, involuntary muscles, finally cardiac muscles. You have studied this categorization in your lower session, right? Where you have learned this in our 5th standard. If I am correct, we have learned it from our 5th standard, right? So we can have a check with our previous knowledge, right? So voluntary muscles. So as the name implies, they are voluntary. They are under our control. Clear? They are under our consciousness. If we are wishing to run, we can run with the help of this voluntary muscles. If we wish to jump, we are able to jump with the help of this voluntary muscles. So that is controlled by our consciousness. Clear? So such muscle is known as voluntary muscle, and they are also known as skeletal muscles. Okay, they are also known as skeletal muscles. Most of these voluntary muscles are attached to our bone, which coins for our movement. Clear? When we view this skeletal muscle or the voluntary muscles under a microscope, we could see certain striations or certain bands, alternate bands of dark and light bands. So due to presence of this dark and light striations, they are also known as striated muscles. Striated muscles. Okay. So cells of this tissue, involuntary muscular tissue, are how we can say they are having multinucleated. They are long, they are cylindrical, and they are unbranched. They are unbranched, they are long, they are cylindrical, and they are multinucleated. Is that clear? So in your textbook, figure 6.11, right? Figure A, B, C. You have to draw in your notebook. Okay. So that's all about voluntary muscles. Now we can go for the involuntary muscles. So as the name implies, it's an involuntary muscles. It's not under our control. We can't either start it or we can't either stop it. It's not at all in our control. So they are also known as smooth muscles. They are also known as smooth muscles. Can you tell where we can see the smooth muscles or involuntary muscles? The iris of our eye and the alimentary canal. Alimentary canal, you have studied the peristalsis, right? What is peristalsis? Due to the contraction of the walls of the muscular walls of the foot pipe, a wave-like motion is being formed which pushes the foot, right? So a wave-like motion is occurring over the walls of the muscular walls of the foot pipe. Clear? So that coins the involuntary muscles. They are present in the walls of the foot pipe, involuntary muscles. Is that clear? And also they are present in the lining of the uterus. The contraction, severe contraction and relaxation of the uterine muscles help in the child's birth. All that things you will study in your next year, inshallah. Next year. Clear? So that's all about smooth muscles. And when we check the cells of the smooth muscles cells are long, elongated, and they are pointed towards one end. So we can say they are spindle shaped, uninucleated. Clear? They are uninucleated and are unstriated muscles. Unlike these voluntary muscles, they are unstriated muscles. When coming back to the cardiac muscle is a type of involuntary muscles. They are seen generally on the walls of heart. You know that heart is a major pumping organ, and throughout the life of an individual they are showing a rhythmic contraction and relaxation which ensures the blood flow. Correct? So it should be no tiresome should happen to the cardiac walls and all. If any tiresome if anything happens, that would put our life into risk or danger. Right? If the heart stops, then nothing can't be done. Clear? Okay. So I hope it's clear to you. Muscle, we discussed muscular fibers, contractile proteins and their categorization along with their features, cellular features. Clear? So shall we move to the next topic? Okay. Next topic is the last topic of this chapter. It's nothing but the nervous tissue. Nervous tissue. You all know that all cells have the ability to respond against the stimuli or towards the stimuli. Right. But nervous tissue are the specialized tissue meant for doing only this function. That is conduction or transmitting the signals to the brain or from the brain to the different parts of the body. Clear? So where we can find the nervous tissue? Nervous tissue are typically found in brain, spinal cord and also nerves. Clear? The cells of the nervous tissues are known as neurons or nerve cells. Both are correct. Okay. Either neurons or nerve cell. Clear? So, now we are going to see the structure of a neuron. Again, figure 6.12. You have to draw it in your notebook. Okay. So, a structure of neuron consists of a cell body. That cell body consists of a cytoplasm and a nucleus, and small fine hair-like structure are seen which has grown out, and they are known as the dendrite. And a long tail-like structure is found that is connecting from the cell body, and they are known as the axons. Clear? So many nerve cells like this. So this is a nerve cell. Many nerve cell join together by a connective tissue and form a neuron. Clear? Not neuron, many neurons connect together to form a nerve. Okay, many nerve cells would connect together to form a nerve. Okay, so with this we had completed our chapter, and you have to do the exercise portions also in your notebook, and also this I will just read it. Define the term tissue that you can do. How many types of elements together make up the xylem tissue? That is the components of xylem tissue. How are simple tissues different from complex tissues? You can write how are they. The first sentence itself you can see the differentiation. Now the fourth question, differentiate between parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma along with their examples and based on their cell wall. What are the functions of stomata? We discussed. Diagrammatically show the difference between three muscular fibers. Okay, diagram you have to draw. If you have drawn along with your notes, no need to, repetition when you are answering this. I ask you to draw the muscular fibers. If you have drawn along with the notes, no need to repeat while answering this question. Clear? Then what is the specific function of cardiac muscle that you have to write? Differentiate between striated, unstriated and cardiac muscles on the basis of their structure, site, location in the body. Draw a label diagram of neuron. Again, no need of repetition. If only for one time I need in the notebook, and I repeat for one time at least it should be in your notebook. Then name the following tissue that forms the inner lining of the mouth. One word answer. Tissue that connects the muscles to bones. Tissue that transports food in plants. Tissue that stores fat in our body. Connective tissue with fluid matrix. Tissue present in our brain. Then again the same question. You have to do that all the things, and also till 15th question. And if I am repeating it again, any repetitive questions are coming, skip it off. Either the notes or the question answers are enough in your notebook. Don't waste your time by doing all these works. Okay, manage your time regularly. Okay, so with this we had completed our second chapter. Okay, so for a time being I am bidding goodbye. Do your works properly. What and all works are assigned to you, do it properly. Okay, meanwhile if you are having any kind of doubt, you can ask me. Okay, so stay safe dears, include all of us in your prayers, and be happy, study well. Okay, ta-ta.